Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some more Tempest Cup PvP battles. Really looking forward to the next cup, whatever it happens to be. I don't know what it's going to be, of course, neither of us do. None of us do, I should say. But yeah, I was just going to go ahead jumping into a battle, and some of you had told me how to get the 3 rings consistently when I'm tapping, but my friend actually tried it, the one that I battle quite a bit on the channel, and he tried it with my phone and really couldn't get it either, but he has no trouble getting it with my phone. So it could be my phone, it could be my screen, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'll continue to try it. I can get it, occasionally, but that's okay. But anyway, he knocks out my Celio, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Bomb Snow. We knock out that Raichu. He's going to go ahead and bring in that Alolan Ninetales. Getting off a Psyshock. I did go ahead and block it. I would have survived that Psyshock, but I wanted to get the damage off on him. Going to go ahead, pull the switch immediately. He's going to go ahead and get off his charge move. I decided not to block it, expecting Psyshock, but it was actually Ice Beam. So nice one there. He did get off that Ice Beam, doing a lot of damage to me. And Skarmory is actually a really good Pokemon for this cup. Now, we all knew it was good, including myself. I knew it was good, of course. I never said I thought it wasn't good, but it's a lot better than I guess I initially thought about, because like originally when we had it for the Boulder Cup, it was like a necessity. You had to use Skarmory. It was like a requirement if you wanted to stand a chance, I guess, because it was super effective against all the fighting types and whatnot. But no, it's actually also really good for this cup as well, the Tempest Cup, just because, I mean, it walls Altaria quite nicely. It beats Tropius, which I have a problem with. I have a problem with Altaria as well, so I might actually add this onto my team. I'm probably going to do a revised team towards the end of the week, just to show you a team that I'm enjoying more so than the other team or whatnot. But anyway, yeah, so jumping into another game, beginning with Celio again. He's actually going to go ahead and begin with Raichu again. Now, all I have is Body Slam on the Celio, and he knows it. I did not purchase a secondary move. Going to go ahead, get off yet another Body Slam. I actually did get the 3 rings on that one, but he's going to go ahead, get off another move against me, which is going to be Thunder Punch. That's going to knock us out. I'm okay with that because he's really weak, and we still have both of our shields. We're going to allow that Thunder Punch. Not going to do much damage to us at all. We're actually going to knock him off before he can get a Brick Break off, which is really good. I was hoping for that, and it happened. We're going to go ahead, pull the switch. So the game is basically playing out the same way it has been the last match, but we do go ahead, get off that Sky Attack. Not going to do much to Lantern because Lantern does resist it. We also don't have a secondary move. We don't have Flash Cannon on this Skarmory, but yeah, lagging a little bit for us. We were not able to get off a move, so we got a few free shots in there, but that's okay. Not a big deal. This is not tournament. This is just basically casual play. We're having a good time, right? But getting off that Sky Attack, and he's going to go ahead and let this one go through. Not going to do a lot of damage, but it does add up because Sky Attack does charge fast. So, I mean, it does add up the damage over time. The more he's not using the shield, the more damage he's going to take. But going to bring in that Bomb Snow and be able to knock him out. He gets off his Alolan Ninetales. I do not block that. Huge mistake on my end. I was expecting Psyshock. I don't know. I guess I don't know why I was expecting Psyshock. Usually I call that wrong whenever I'm expecting Psyshock. It's always Ice Beam. Whenever I'm expecting Ice Beam, it's always Psyshock. So I should have blocked that one. I think he still would have won anyway because he would have been able to get off a Psyshock afterwards and knock me out because he would have done more damage to me or whatnot. So I believe he still would have won that game, but either way, it was definitely a mistake on my end. But beginning with Altaria this time, he begins with Raichu once again, but I'm changing things up. We're going to go ahead and take that Thunder Punch to the face, but we're going to go ahead, get off this Sky Attack, and he does not block it. So he's almost knocked out. We're actually able to pick up the first KO, so that's definitely nice. And he's going to bring in a Pokemon. Going to go ahead, get off the Sky Attack immediately. He's going to block it with his Altaria, and we're going to go down. I'm going to go ahead and switch into, I believe I switch into Skarmory here. Yes, I do, because Skarmory does resist those Dragon and Flying moves. And even if it had Dazzling Gleam, it would resist that as well. So Skarmory, as I said, definitely a really solid option for this cup because I feel like everybody is going to have Altaria. I mean, there might be some people that don't have it. I know there's some people who have won their tournament without Altaria, and that's totally cool. I'm not saying it's a mandatory. It is a good Pokemon though, so I feel like you will see it a lot, obviously. So Skarmory, definitely a good Pokemon to have, but as I said, I don't have a secondary move on it, so I'm not going to purchase one because it is an expensive purchase. But he brings in his Lantern. I get off a Sky Attack, just doing as much damage as possible before he knocks us out. So he does knock out Skarmory. We're going to bring in that Lantern, and I believe we're higher up on energy. No, we're not. He actually gets the priority in terms of energy, but we're going to go ahead and block that Thunderbolt, and now we do get a Thunderbolt of our own. So yeah, this is basically, I knew I had the game at this point because even if he gets off a Thunderbolt, or he is going to get off a Thunderbolt, but it's not going to be able to knock us out. And doing a good amount of damage, I mean, why not? But, you know, he doesn't have enough energy to be able to get off another Thunderbolt. So we would have actually gotten off another Thunderbolt had we not knocked him out with that Water Gun. But because I have Lapras with Water Gun, I might actually change Lantern's move to Charge Beam. Charge Beam charges up the moves faster. It's not as strong as Water Beam, but it does charge up the moves faster. And again, I only have one move on this Pokemon. I don't have two. But anyway, that's okay. Beginning with Lantern, he begins with Skarmory, just doing quite a bit of damage to it. I want to charge up as much energy as possible. I knew this Thunderbolt would knock it out, and it does knock it out. So he decides not to block, which I guess is good for us. We're almost at another Thunderbolt, and we actually do go ahead and pick up another Thunderbolt. And we're going to do a decent amount of damage to that, nothing crazy, but it's not bad either. We already knocked out one of his Pokemon and almost the second one, and we still have both of our shields. Of course, he also has both of his shields as well, though, but he's going to forfeit one right there. So, looking really nice at the moment. Going to go ahead and switch into an Altaria counter, Skarmory, and he gets the Dragon Pulse off, but as you can see, not really doing a lot of damage to us. He actually gets off another move, though, unfortunately, which is going to be another Dragon Pulse. So yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does add up if you get a couple of them off. But again, that's okay. He's down to his last Pokemon. We get off that Sky Attack, and he's not going to go ahead and block it because Lantern does resist Skarmory, but that is okay for us. We almost got off that Sky Attack, not close enough, but that's okay. But the last Pokemon we have is Abomasnow. Gonna go ahead and block that Thunderbolt. We didn't have to, but why not? We had the shields available, so we might as well. He actually has one shield left, but Razor Leaf is not a charge move, so we're able to knock him out. So we're gonna go ahead and take that game. So yet another fantastic game. Gonna go ahead and dive right into the next one, see what we've got going for us. Yeah, I think I put Skarmory in every game this match just because I really enjoyed using it. It's not gonna help you in every situation. Obviously, it would be weak to like the Raichu with electric moves, so it's definitely not as good as it was in the Boulder Cup, in my opinion, or in many people's opinions, but it's still really good, obviously, and I wanted to use it for these battles. But yeah, he gets off two Thunder Punches basically back to back, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and use one shield, get off this Thunderbolt. I wasn't sure if he would block it. He does go ahead and block it because Raichu is really frail, so that would have knocked out Raichu at that range. And he's going to go ahead, get off a Thunder Punch. That does KO us. Both down a shield though, and we're going to bring in Abomasnow, knock out Raichu. So it's 1-1. We're basically even at this point. Of course, he has the switch advantage because he gets to bring in whatever he wants, something that can counter Abomasnow. So we're going to build a switch into Skarmory, and I knew, well, actually Alolan Ninetales coming out. I was thinking it would be Lantern, but no, it's actually Alolan Ninetales. But yeah, we're neutral to ice moves, so he does do a good amount of damage to us, but again, that's okay because Skarmory is quite a bulky Pokemon, so we're actually able to tank some of those hits, and we're able to do a good amount of damage to it because it is a frail Pokemon, right? So yeah, he actually gets off yet another move. We have no shields left, so we're going to be able to have to take that Ice Beam. The Ice Beam actually does a lot to us, but yeah. But anyway, bringing in that Abomasnow, wondering what his last Pokemon would be. It was actually, unfortunately, Altaria, so he does go ahead and use that Sky Attack immediately for the win. Even if he didn't have Sky Attack ready to go, he still would have won, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump into yet the final match of this game. So really fun games, having a lot of fun using Skarmory. I mean, I know I've used it before, it's nothing new, but yeah, it's a lot of fun to be able to use it. But we begin with Lantern. He begins with his Raichu. We get off that Thunderbolt. He's basically saving up, I guess, for multiple Thunder Punches in a row or Brick Breaks. Probably Thunder Punches. Yeah, that's what basically I was predicting. But yeah, he does go ahead, hit us with that Thunder Punch. He's going to get yet another Thunder Punch off immediately. So he did charge up 2 in a row, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I could have knocked him out if I saved 1 shield, and I still would have had a Lantern, but I didn't want to spend the shields at this point. He does use Brick Break, not going to do much damage to us at all. I mean, we are neutral to it because we're part steel and part flying, but still not bad. He does bring in his Steel X. I'm going to switch immediately to Lapras, getting off that Water Gun quite nicely. He brings in Altaria, and I'm going to go ahead and use a Surf, hoping he would predict the Ice Beam, and he does, so I actually call that correctly. Now he has no shield, so now we're going to go ahead and use one of our shields to block this Sky Attack, and we're going to be able to get to that Ice Beam, and because he has no shields, this is going to knock out Altaria, so definitely allowed us to win this game. I do go ahead and end up winning this game, but yeah, he does have his Steel X. Now I'm going to go ahead and block that. It wouldn't have knocked us out, but I decided why not. Wanted to go ahead and block it. He does get off his Crunch, and obviously we're out of shield. We're both at this point. Gonna go ahead, get off the Surf, and I believe this does knock him out. Yes, it does, and that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.